right. People of the State of Michigan versus Nathan John Bierlein. This is file 2123658. Mr. Bierlein is here today with his attorney, Mr. George, appearing by video. Mr. Gabriel is the prosecutor. Set for sentencing today on a charge of possession of methamphetamine. Mr. George, are there any objection to continuing on video today?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then with that, are there any additions, corrections, or deletions to the report?
Your Honor, I have none. I met with my client yesterday. He had reviewed the same and indicated that there were none.
Okay. Mr. Gabriel?
I have nothing, Your Honor.
All right, in terms of scoring, the agent recommends the prior record variable be scored at 7 points, but it actually should be 5 points. The misdemeanor did not result in a conviction until his probation was revoked, and that occurred after this sentencing offense. So although he was on probation, the conviction didn't enter because it was a deferred prosecution. So there was no prior misdemeanor conviction. Believe it or not, he was on probation, but so 5 points, it doesn't score it, it's still a B. Any objection to that?
No, Your Honor.
None, Your Honor.
Offense variable 0, level 1. Guideline range 0 to 9.
No objection to that.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And, I thought about this a little bit, and I talked to my client about it yesterday. I know part of the evaluation plan indicates that I had told him that he was likely to get time served. I guess I can't object that he said that, but we had a conversation about, what the guidelines mean and what the sentencing means today. In my representation of Mr. Bierlein, I've seen a lot of change from when I first met with him to meeting with him yesterday. I think the biggest concern I had, and we spoke about this yesterday, is how do you get to the age of 55 and then accumulate 2 methamphetamine charges within the course of a year or 18 months. And he indicated that some of the people that he was associating with were causing him to make decisions that he wouldn't have otherwise. He indicated that the time he has spent in jail since Your Honor canceled his bond has been an eye-opener. He understands that that's not a place that he wants to be, and he knows what he needs to do to make sure that this issue doesn't continue forward. So we would simply ask at this point that Your Honor follow the recommendation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Bierlein, is there anything you'd like to add?
That sums it up.
Okay, good. Mr. Gabriel?
Yeah.
You're muted again, Gary.
I just cough, and I don't want you guys to have to listen to it. I have no problem with the recommendation. I just hope Mr. Bierlein understands that we're going to be around here for the next few years, and I hope he gets a handle on it, because you start climbing that ladder and you don't like where it leads. So,
All right. All right, so Mr. Bierlein, the recommendation is for straight jail, no probation. You were on probation when this happened, and you kept using. So there's that issue. So the argument, would be that you know what you need to do. Now it's up to you to do it. And there's no reason to put you on another probation when you just failed at probation, but we'll see. So again, 75 days, credit 75 days served. Your driver's license is suspended for 1 year, 2 months no driving, 10 months restricted. That's good through October 1st when the law changes, and the Secretary of State will contact you with the new rules. There's a $60 DNA fee. There's a $68 mandatory state cost. There's a $130 mandatory crime victims rights fee. There's a $527 in court costs towards the cost of appointment of counsel. This is determined by the State Court Administrator's Office at the bottom end of the scale of what they felt was reasonable compensation to the county for the cost of our defense and the court, and a fine of $100. Mr. Bierlein, you've been given 3 forms advising of what your rights on appeal are. I would ask you to sign 1 copy acknowledging that you received them, and if you wish to appeal, you need to fill them out and return them to the court within 42 days. All right, good luck to you.